Risk versus compliance. The costly confusion. Many organizations believe one simple thing: if we are compliant, we are safe. Policies are followed, rules are met, audits are cleared, so risk must be under control, right? This belief is one of the most dangerous assumptions in modern organizations. Compliance and risk management are often treated as the same thing. They are not. Compliance focuses on rules. Risk focuses on outcomes. An organization can be fully compliant and still fail catastrophically when compliance is mistaken for risk management. A false sense of security takes root, and that confusion quietly increases exposure instead of reducing it. Compliance exists for a clear purpose. It ensures organizations follow laws and regulations, meet minimum standards, avoid penalties and sanctions. Compliance answers the question: are we following the rules? This is essential, but it is also limited. Rules are backward-looking. They are based on known risks and past failures. Compliance checks whether required steps were followed, not whether new or emerging risks are being created. When organizations rely on compliance alone, they protect themselves from yesterday's problems, not tomorrow's failures. Compliance keeps you legal. It does not keep you safe. Risk management serves a very different purpose. It focuses on uncertainty, not rules. It asks, what could go wrong? What assumptions are we making? What would cause serious harm if we are wrong? Risk management looks forward. It challenges decisions before damage occurs. While compliance asks, did we do what was required? Risk asks, is this decision still safe? Confusing these two leads to a dangerous gap. When organizations stop at compliance, they stop questioning exposure. And when exposure is no longer questioned, failure becomes a matter of time, not possibility. Consider a familiar scenario. An organization launches a major initiative. All required approvals are obtained. Policies are followed. Compliance teams sign off. There are risks, but nothing violates rules. The project proceeds. Over time, complexity increases. Dependencies grow. Pressure builds. Eventually, a serious failure occurs. Leadership asks, how did this happen? We were compliant. And that statement is true. But compliance did not assess whether the timeline was realistic. The system could absorb stress. People were incentivized to raise concerns. The organization did everything required, but ignored what was risky. Compliance feels comforting because it is binary. Either a rule is followed or it isn't. This creates clarity and certainty. Risk management, on the other hand, is uncomfortable. It deals with probabilities, judgment, and uncertainty. When organizations prefer compliance over risk thinking, they choose certainty over truth. People say, the audit passed, the regulator approved, there was no violation. And these statements shut down further questioning. Compliance becomes a shield, not against risk, but against discussion. This is where confusion turns costly. Compliance frameworks cannot move as fast as reality. Markets change, technology evolves, business models shift, but rules lag behind. Emerging risks often fall outside existing regulations. If organizations wait for rules to catch up, they will always react late. Risk management exists precisely because not all threats are regulated. Yet, when compliance is mistaken for safety, organizations stop scanning the horizon. They assume, if there's no rule, there's no risk. History repeatedly proves this assumption wrong. Leaders often reinforce the confusion without realizing it. They ask, are we compliant? But rarely ask, are we exposed? They reward teams for clean audits, not for uncomfortable risk conversations. Over time, people learn what matters. Risk discussions fade. Compliance updates dominate. This is not a failure of intent. It is a failure of framing. When leadership treats compliance as success, risk management becomes background noise, and background risks eventually become foreground failures. Effective organizations clearly separate the two. Compliance ensures rules are followed. Risk management ensures decisions remain safe. They allow compliance to answer, "Are we allowed to do this?" and risk management to answer, "Should we do this?" They understand that compliance is mandatory. Risk judgment is continuous. Risk discussions are embedded into decision-making, not delegated to checklists. This separation restores clarity and prevents false confidence. Compliance keeps organizations legal. Risk management keeps them alive. Confusing the two is costly because it replaces judgment with procedure and foresight with formality. The most important question is not, "Are we compliant?" It is, "What risks remain even if we are compliant?" Because history shows one thing clearly: many organizations that failed did so while following every rule. They were compliant. They were not prepared. And that difference makes all the difference.